Hey, whether you watching from Facebook, from moviepilot.com, from Twitter, from YouTube, from the link in my Instagram, what up world? I just saw Goosebumps. It stars Jack Black, Dylan Minnette, Odeya Rush, Ryan Lee, Amy Ryan, Jillian Bell, and Ken Marino. It's directed by Rob Letterman, who also did Gulliver's Travels with Jack Black. I didn't see it. I heard it was trash. Is based on or gets its inspiration from the real popular kids books, preteen books from the 90s. Um I was a preteen in the 90s. They were the shit. I had the entire original collection. Hard telling where they at now. You got Dylan Minnette and Amy Ryan characters. They're moving into this small Delaware town. Every description I've seen for this movie says Maryland, but it's in Delaware. And they move in next door to this creepy old house. This girl says what's up. Her dad shoes her back. And the dad pops out the window. Y'all seen the trailers and says, "Don't come near my daughter. Don't come near my crib, or some crazy shit is gonna happen." And that's what happens. The boy, his name is Zach in the movie. He overhears something next door, calls the cops. Cops don't do anything. Cops are moronical, and he investigates on his own. You've seen the trailers. They see the book. These are all Goosebumps manuscripts. A book gets open, and the monsters come out and terrorize the city, and it's up to Jack Black and Zach and his friend with the teeth and the daughter to save the city, save the town. It was good. I was entertained. It was somewhat nostalgic, and it it starts off slow when it's just the son and the mom. I'm just like, okay, but open a book, let's go. Like the little relationship that sparks between the daughter from next door in the mysterious house with the creepy dad, and the main character is cool. You see that blossom, and then his concern for her is basically what gets the ball rolling into the story. When Jack Black is finally like prominent and basically in every scene, he starts to carry the movie. Most of the laughs for me came from Jack Black. I'm not the biggest Jack Black fan. I like School of Rock, I love Tropic Thunder, and I like the Kung Fu Panda series. Other than that, like, I really haven't clicked with a lot of Jack Black material. Needn't I forget his cameo in Anchorman, one of the funniest parts in the whole movie. Jack Black carries a lot of this movie. The kids were good. My main issue with this movie were how stupid, I wanted to insert an expletive, but how stupid the adults are in this movie. Like, Amy Ryan starts off real cheesy, and then just she levels out, and she's tolerable. Um, Jillian Bell, I'm not a fan. I'll be nice about it. I am not a Jillian Bell fan. She was the worst part of the last season of Eastbound and Down. She was irritating, slightly tolerable, but irritating in 22 Jump Street. The whole kiss face fight thing with Jonah Hill, that was funny, but because of Jonah Hill. And then she's so irritating in this. She looks more like the kid's sister, but she's playing his aunt. Yankees fans should feel straight disrespected by what she does to one of the hats. Or what Sony does to one of the hats. Zach's friend, played by Ryan Lee, man, he was funny. He got the big ass teeth. He bites the werewolf. You know, he got silver fillings and all that. Like, he was funny. He had some good moments. Odeya Rush was good as like the lead girl, the love interest or whatever. But yeah, but this is Jack Black's movie, man. He's playing R.L. Stine. He does creepy real good. His voice inflection and the kind of dialect that he uses, where he like enunciates every syllable. Like I liked his portrayal of R.L. Stine. There is an R.L. Stine cameo for 80s babies, man, like me, who grew up in the 90s with these books, with the TV show on Fox, man. You go see this movie, man, for the nostalgia, man, to relive some of these characters, to remember some of these books. You know, like Night of the Living Dummy, man, like how Slappy is like the leader of all the monsters, the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. They mentioned the Haunted Mask, and the blob that ate everyone. You know, the Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Like they harken back to a lot of the most popular titles. All the effects look real cool to me, man. So like I said, man, it started off slow and then it just gradually picked up and got more entertaining. So in my opinion, man, I would say that Goosebumps is dope. And, you know, I'm assuming Sony wants to franchise this and they set it up for a sequel and it didn't feel forced. So have you seen Goosebumps, man? What did you think of the movie? If you're old enough to even have owned some of the books, man, what were like some of the titles you remember, some of your favorites? Like for sneakerheads, I would say like one of my favorite books, covers or whatnot, was the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena because of the colorway, man. It was like sky blue on brown. It just looked real cool. And I think my first book was how I got my shrunken head. But, you know, there's like Say Cheese and Die, like I said, Night of the Living Dummy, The Haunted Mask. Um, I mean, there was just so many cool ones, man. It came from beneath the sink, Stay Out of the Basement, Monster House. There are like 60 some odd books, and then there were like the Give Yourself Goosebumps, where you could pick what happens next and go to whatever page, and then like Goosebumps 2000, man. Goosebumps 2000 was like when I started. I got like the first like 5 or 6, and then I guess I just started to grow out of them and didn't get them every month. And like I don't know, I rediscovered WWF and then eventually Chappelle Show and just grew up. Man, I wanted to see Bridge of Spies, but I'm gonna skip it and I'm just gonna buy it when it comes on Blu-ray. Man, it's Spielberg and Tom Hanks, man. It can't suck. Wednesday, the one day only, man. The October 21st, 2015, the day that Marty came back to the future and where Doc didn't need roads. One day only, man. I'm trying to see the Back to the Future trilogy in theaters. I've never seen an older movie at the theaters, and it just sounds so cool to see all 3 movies on the day they came back. And then next weekend, if my theater gets it, I want to see Steve Jobs. And then that's probably it for me for the month. So tag me in your ticket stubs if you've seen Goosebumps. If you go see Back to the Future, tag me in that shit. What other recent releases, man? Sicario, The Walk, Pan. If you see Crimson Peak, if you see Bridge of Spies, Black Mass, Everest, let me know what y'all watching. Like, subscribe, comment, find me where y'all find me, man. Peace.